What's up, everyone? Welcome back. I'm going to do something different today. Instead of sharing an original cocktail recipe with you, I want to do a live reaction to this brand new whiskey from Ardbeg called BizarreBQ. Now, I know I'm a little late to the game on this one as it was released a few months ago. But honestly, I don't know where I've been, living under a rock apparently, but I just found out about it a couple days ago and was lucky enough to be able to find a bottle. Of course, I had to go to 2 different Total Wine stores to get it. But here it is. I'm super excited about this one. Not a huge fan of the name. I think BizarreBQ is a little weird. But I am a fan of Ardbeg. I do like everything else that I've tried from them. And so I'm gonna do a live reaction to this one. Like I said, I'm really excited about this one. But what's really kind of interesting is with all of the reviews that I've read and the other videos that I've watched, everybody's always comparing this to the other Ardbegs, which is a fair comparison. But when you start talking about this is a whiskey made for barbecuing and and all the other flavors that everybody's describing, the first thing that honestly came to my mind was the Balcones Brimstone, which is a Texas whiskey that's also made with barbecuing in mind. And so I thought it would be really interesting to do a side-by-side comparison with these two whiskeys. And then I'm going to make old fashions with both of them and just kind of give you my thoughts on it. All right? So I'm going to start with Balcones since this is one I'm already familiar with. So I can kind of get these flavors back in mind. All right. Yeah, so this one, oh man, such a deep, rich flavor to it. And like, yes, it is smoky. It's not like, classic Islay Scotch smoky, but it is smoky. But for me, it's kind of on the back end, almost in a similar way to mezcal. So I'm a big fan of mezcal. And, everybody likes to describe mezcal as a super smoky. I'm not sure I fully agree with that. For me, the smoke is always on the back end. It's not up front. And it's the same thing with this one. Up front, you get a lot of the strong wood notes from this one. But all right, I'm gonna go ahead and taste it. Yeah, that's classic Balcones right there. The Brimstone, it's a very bold flavor. It's very much in your face. Probably should mention that this is 53% ABV compared to this one, which is 50.9%. So it's not too far off, and they're both obviously on the stronger side of things. But yeah, it's really punchy and is very much like drinking a barbecue in a glass. So yeah, I really do enjoy the Balcones. All right, so now on to the part that I'm really excited about. Let's finally crack this bottle open. Ah, got that great first pop sound. All right. Oh, that's really interesting. Okay, yeah, so there's a lot of the classic Ardbeg, Islay Scotch kind of stuff. But this one, the smoke is very much on the front, where this one, it's definitely on the back end. But yeah, it's definitely sweeter than some of the other Ardbegs that I've tried. And I think by now, yeah, I have tried everything in their core range. So yeah. Smells great. It's definitely a different smell from the Balcones, where I think the Balcones has more wood notes on the nose. And this one has more of like that meat flavor to it, which, is present in a lot of Ardbegs, but I think more so on this one than any of the others. All right, I'm gonna take a taste. Oh yes. I do enjoy this one. I'm so glad I was able to find a bottle of this. I do find that it burns actually a little bit more than the Balcones. Just my initial reaction on that. Which is interesting because this is 53 and this is practically 51%. But I think this one, it's just so thick and rich. And the BizarreBQ here is definitely it's not as thick as this one is, but it's very nice going down. And yeah, it's okay. So I do agree that it does make you think of barbecue. Now, granted, I'm also being influenced by the name and all the marketing, and so it's kind of hard to divorce myself from that. But I do think that if this is a blind pour and put in, I would at least think in those terms. I can kind of get the sweet meat. I'm not sure I would describe it as, I'm from Texas, so, or at least that's where I live currently. And Texas barbecue is a very, very specific flavor. This is not Texas. This is more in line with Texas barbecue. This, I would probably describe this as more of a, oh gosh, my mind has gone blank. Where have I tasted this before? I would say this honestly reminds me more of a Memphis style barbecue, which I'm also a fan of. Don't take me wrong, but how barbecues have very different styles, and we're getting the same thing here. Very different styles of barbecue, but they're both very firmly in that barbecue genre. Very nice. Very much appreciate this. Okay, so I'm gonna pause here real quick. I'm gonna go make old fashions with both of these, and I will be right back. All right, I'm back. Now it's worth noting that since I made 2 old fashions, I cut the recipe in half, so I'm not having to drink 2 of them at once. Also want to point out that for my sugar, because this is a barbecue thing, I really like maple syrup in my old fashions with smoky flavors. So that's what I use. I use maple syrup, and then for the bitters, I use the classic Angostura bitters. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and start with the Balcones one. I mean, the flavors from the Brimstone still come out, even in spite of the ice and everything. This is a really nice one. All right, here we go. Yeah, makes a great old fashioned. It's one that, would be really great when you're out by the grill, making whatever. Yeah, that's a really good one. The maple syrup is just there to kind of accent everything, but it's still very much a Brimstone drink. All right, let's try the BizarreBQ old fashioned. Wow, in a way, the smoke actually has been amplified by this. It's way smokier than, oh yeah, in the old fashioned, it's the smoke has just really come to the top and it's really punching out. Man, this is great. I'm excited about this one. Yeah, makes a really good old fashioned too. Honestly, now that I'm thinking about it, if I'm sipping on this neat, I'm probably going to prefer the Brimstone. But in an old fashioned, I'm going to prefer this BizarreBQ. Because where this has, the classic Texas whiskey, it's just bold, it's in your face. This uses the Texas scrub oak barrels, at least at some point in the process. So so you get a lot of like class, and plus with the way Texas summers are, you're getting a lot of wood impact in this, which I happen to like. But this one, like it's sweeter, it's meatier, and it does remind me more of a barbecue. So yeah, that's really kind of interesting. I think this makes a really good old fashioned. Well, I managed to get this for it was $85 for the bottle. So I don't think I'm going to be making too many old fashions with this, but my goodness, that makes a very tasty drink. Okay, so there you go. I hope you guys enjoyed this different take on everything. I'll be back next week with another fun cocktail recipe to share. But if you like this kind of thing, let me know in the comments, and maybe I can do more of these live reactions. But in any case, thank you guys so much for being here. I really do appreciate you. Thank you for spending part of your day with me. Enjoy the rest of your day. Cheers.